welcome to Real Lives of the Entrepreneur. I am Andra, and this is my co-host CJ.C. Boyd. We're excited to be here with you today. This is going to be a shorter version of who we are because we do have a lot of other things that are going to be coming out in the mix, and we want to share them too with you. So let's give them a little bit insights of what real life is really like as being an entrepreneur. So you and I know, you know, business consulting, being personal consultants, whatever you're doing, that the money isn't always flowing in the beginning. You do, and as you grow, you want to add to your business and to your brands, and all of that takes money. And if you only have that one source of income, you're kind of at a wall somewhere along the line. You can't build if there's nothing coming in. So both CJ and myself do affiliate marketing. I've discussed that I'm an omni marketer. I'm like everywhere, and so are you, CJ. You
Yeah.
just don't call yourself that, but you are. Um, and we're kind of everywhere, and we're just trying to help people in a real way. So we're going to tell you a little bit about what's coming up, and I think it's going to help a lot of people, right? Because a lot of people, CJ, you were just talking about, people thinking they have to come in at high ticket. So why don't you share what we were talking about before?
All right. I think there's a misconception out there. There's a lot of people who are looking for the least amount price point to be able to come into a thing. And when you approach them with a high ticket offer, and when I'm in high ticket market, I'm like, it's a no brainer. It's, the same amount of work to sell a high ticket as it is a low ticket, that type of thing. But a lot of people are turned off by that. Let's be honest. People are like, CJ, I can't wrap my brain around, paying $100 for a product and making $20. How in the hell am I going to come up with 10, 15, $20,000 to invest in high tickets? And I think the beauty of it is when you are a real entrepreneur, you have different price points for people to be able to come in. You don't just stick with, okay, it's a high ticket and there's nothing else. You have to be able to meet your clients and your customers where their needs and wants are. Not everybody can afford to come in to high ticket. Not everybody's willing to, take out a personal loan to buy into high ticket. So you have to, as an entrepreneur, be able to embrace that multiple streams of income where it's a level where you're meeting people where they are, not where you want them to be.
I think that's so important. And I think the economy kind of speaks for itself. A lot of people are scared with the economy, but a lot of people are also scared too because there's so many people out there selling and they don't know who to trust. And I think meeting people where they're at makes them feel more comfortable. So if you're doing business, so I've worked with business consultants, so have you, because you can't expect people to invest in you if you're not willing to invest in yourself. And that's a fact. So, I've worked with business consultants, and they said that you should always have that high ticket first and then build down. That a lot of people start with low ticket products, and it's harder to scale up, but it's easier to scale down. And I tend to agree with them because if you're always giving those $7, well, I mean, you have people like this lady Maria that I follow on Instagram. She's always had $7 products, but she sells so many of them because she gives so much value. So for her, that works, but that doesn't work for everybody, right? You have to sell a lot of $7 to hit $1,000, right? So it's different for everybody, but I totally agree with where CJ is coming from with this because if you know that you have to choose between taking out a loan and you're not even sure if this product is going to work for you, you're more apt with a low ticket. And then once you get in and say, wow, I like this, I can commit to this, this is really cool, I can stand behind it, then you're, then it's a no-brainer, and if you decide, no, I'm not good at marketing, I never want to do this again, you're not losing $5,000 you've invested to learn. Maybe you don't want to do that, right? So I think it's a safe place to be for most people. Would you agree?
I agree. And I think too, it's one of those things as a online affiliate marketer that you realize it's not a one size fits all mentality. There isn't one thing that's going to cure everybody. There isn't one thing that people are going to all make $1 million at. We have to be able to go with the flow kind of in what society wants, what they're interested in, and let's be honest, there are a lot of high ticket affiliate marketers. It's a bunch of smoke and mirrors. They don't have any real tangible results to show you. So I don't want to have somebody come in at a high ticket and go, well, it didn't work for me. That's why I think having other things for people to come in and you just build their courage, build their confidence, build their ability to see and feel and experience that transformation for themselves and build the tangible results that they can feel for themselves is what's going to build their confidence to be able to go, okay, I do have what it takes to sell a high ticket, but it's not a one size fits all. And I think there's a lot of people who are missing out a lot on being able to help people because their mindset is that high ticket only mentality when not everybody's there, not everybody can afford that. And so it's you don't you have to have a space and a way to help the people build themselves up to where you think that they want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, it's new. So, I mean, this is where everything's going. Affiliate marketers make, 6 figures easy a year, right? And this is where it's going. We're going to be $80 billion network, and in not, I would say less than a year, maybe in 5 years. It's going to be an 80 billion dollar industry, right? So you can decide if you want your piece in it, but I know I'm going for mine, right? I know I'm going for mine. But it just makes sense and there's that whole support system too. I don't
Yeah.
care who you are in this world. If you're not used to approaching people or asking for that sale, I've been in business a while now, and I still sometimes don't necessarily ask for the sale because I know I can kind of gauge where the conversation's going, and sometimes I just won't do that. I'll get on another call with them and ask them where they're at, and because it's not always about a sale. You have to know where people's comfort zone is, and you do have to give them that support. So whether you're selling an $80 product or you're selling an $80,000 product, you do have to be able to support that person until they can stand on their own, right? So I'm working with an affiliate marketer now. She brought me in and you came in on it too. And it was a very low ticket, but she's never done this before. And she just said, you know what? I'm going all in on myself. And she's leading this huge team right now. And I'm like, you go, girl. Right. So because she didn't have any, like she sells other stuff, but she's doing an amazing job. But she wasn't doing that in the beginning. It took a couple of weeks of going to those meetings and getting that support from everybody else and showing her the light at the end of the tunnel that she said, okay, I'm going live. I'm going to talk about this. And whether they listen or not, I'm going to share this because this is amazing. And I think people need that. I think people need that support until they can stand on their own. What about in your business? The first time you went live, were you like, hello, this is the greatest thing? Or were you like, oh my God, I got to do this
No,
now?
I was scared shitless. I mean, I was, never one to like toot my own horn. I was always the behind the scenes girl. You want something done, I'll do it behind the scenes. I mean, high school, they had these big productions and I wanted to be on the stage, but I was like, nope, I'll paint the scenery. I'll do all the stuff behind the scenes. So it's a matter of like building that courage, building that confidence up. And when you mentioned mentorship, there's so many companies out there. They're like, yes, we're going to guide you. We're going to give you this proven blueprint. We're going to give you this plan. And then they're like, okay, here you go. They exchange your money. They give you the thing. And it's like, here's all the tools. Go for it. The key is that mentorship, that hand holding. And if you want to really build something that's sustainable for a long time success, that's going to be able to last you any of the changes in outside circumstances, you have to be willing to give up your time and your energy to work with those people to say, it's not about the bottom line. It's not about the dollar. It's about you being successful. That's my goal. I want you to be successful. It's not about me making the money. It's me helping teach you so that you can stand on your own 2 feet and be successful as well. And I think a lot of companies, products, people, coaches, mentors miss that part because it's dollar signs for them. It's not about, I want you to experience this transformation. I'm going to help you. I want you to have the experience. And then we're going to, push you out of the nest and you can do it for yourself as well. And so I think it's a matter of showing up for yourself. You're building that confidence, you're building that courage, you're giving yourself permission every single day. But the key is don't care about what anybody else is thinking. You're showing up for yourself. The beauty of it is you have to say yes to yourself first. You have to prove to yourself that you're going to be there for yourself in order to be able to step into that space where you're going to be able to lead anybody else to show them that they can do it too.
I agree. And what would you say to those people? Because we have a lot of naysayers in this whole spectrum. So a lot of people feel, MLMs, they're all scams and stuff like that. What would you tell someone that felt that way when you were first sitting down and thought, oh, this is one of those Potsy schemes, or how would you
Well,
respond to them?
well, number one, MLM is a Ponzi scheme, a pyramid scheme is illegal. So and people think of the pyramid where the people at the top make all the money. And I can say from personal experience, I was with a health and wellness shake company for 3 decades. I didn't make any money. I was busting my butt. I was buying my way up to the next rank because I never was successful because I didn't have that person at the top reaching back down to me and going, okay, I can help you do this. This is exactly how you need to do it. Let's get you some results. Let's help you along the way. And you know, you can tell if something doesn't feel right, go with your gut. If it doesn't feel like it's something that's legitimate, do the research, figure it out. But there are so many good companies that get a bad rap because everybody's like, oh, nope, it's an MLM, it's a, Ponzi scheme, it's a this or that. And they've had bad experiences in the past. So they have that lens of what's legit and nothing. They see everything as a scam. Nothing's going to make a difference. Nothing's going to work. And a lot of that has to do with, we get down on ourselves for making bad decisions in the past. Or so you've invested in something that didn't quite turn out the way that you thought. Does that mean you stop breathing? Do you stop living? I mean, in life, we go through a lot of things. We fall down and we skin our knees. Do we stay down there and cry for the rest of our lives in this pool of blood? No, we get back up, we dust the stuff off, we put a band-aid on it, and we move on. And I think that's the thing with affiliate marketing is there are so many good companies out there that people are not taking a chance on because they're still living in the lens of the past of something that didn't work. So they automatically assume that this new thing is not going to work as well.
I agree. I've been with other companies in the past and they didn't work out because there wasn't that mentorship. Even though we went to these long, grueling meetings and listened to them all talk about the money they were making and that and how to bring people in those situations, it was only the people at the top that were making money. There's a lot of them too. So I definitely empathize with that. So I even a recent one I signed up, but I really did my research on it before I even invested. And it was a very small investment, but I said, you know, even if it's $5, $5 is $5 of my hard-earned money, right? So, but I researched it to see, if I could stand my name behind it, right? And I said, okay, I can do this, and I think that makes a difference. So we're talking about all this today because we are going to be doing a show. So this is a little introduction into what that is. It's the branches of prosperity, right? And how did these little ripples create a life that you could really love, right? So we're going to be sharing some of our favorite affiliates, ones that we're involved in, and we're going to take a deep dive in them with you and really show you how you can be successful, whether you choose to come in on the ones that we're doing or it shows you how to do the research on others to really get started because like I said, $80 billion industry. People are making more than most people work for all year round, just being online, selling other people's products, nothing of their own. They don't have to buy courses or any of this stuff, just selling other people's products. Um, I know there's a company, Branding You University, where you sell his stuff and you get 75% of and commission just for using his links. So
Yep.
I mean, there's all different things out there, right? So I probably got everybody running for brands and you. So we just wanted to come in and talk to you a little bit about that because our goal, I mean, you've been here a while with CJ and myself, and we really are those value-based people. So we want to really help in a real way and show you what we're doing. So we both have separate businesses, right? So CJ is a business coach, right? And a mindset coach, and I'm a health coach, consultant, whatever you want to call me. And we have to do these other things to support our business and watch it keep growing. You know, every week it's something new in expansion, right? You can't just stay at the same level in your business. So if your main business is consulting or I don't know, teaching online, whatever you're doing, you do need something else to support this because running a business and building that business is going to cost you money. It's not, so you do have to support that, and you're going to need people to help you. You're going to have to hire a team at some point if you're going to explore, and you're going to need money to support that too. So, these are just things we want to throw at you and bear in mind. So if you're in the online space and you're thinking about growing your business, we hope you spend some time with us and follow these channels and because we're telling you the truth, right?
Absolutely.
The truth will set you free. So I am Anjanette and this is CJ.C. Boyd, and this concludes this week's session, and we'll be back in a few minutes with another show. Have a great day, guys.